Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to the last day of 0 to 2 million in 7 days over on the Xbox. Hey you! Would you like some cheap and reliable coins? Well, don't worry, because I've got you a place. Make sure to head over to FIFA Coin Zone HotSwazLand.com and use discount code FLAIR for 2% off. Or, what you could do, which is a little bit more reasonable, is use your Amazon Prime or $4.99 subscription over on my Twitch channel. Now you may ask, why would you want to do that? That's a pretty good question. I've got you sorted. Basically, you get a daily trading guide. And what if I've got some questions? Twitter DM, Twitch DM, email, business email, you name it. Thanks for watching, and make sure to enjoy the video. And we're starting this with a really good start actually. A lot of the silvers you would have seen me buy in the last episode have risen. This has been a consistent trend, and this is both on Xbox and PlayStation. Now, one of my theories is when people get more coins from their weekly division rivals or the Foot Chance rewards, they spend more money completing League SBCs, and as a result of these silvers, bang. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through some prices I bought these no more than 2 days ago, and what their current prices are. So got like a Bibiani, and as I say, after this I guess what you see is I'll probably crack under it. Probably a bit of special card trading today, because I don't really want to do silver card trading because they're marquee matchups. And obviously when EA drops marquee matchups, there's 4 chances there to be Electrum or silver packs, as a result dropping silvers in price. Therefore if you bought any to trade with, you know, they're just going to drop. But yeah, we're going to walk you through a few of these prices we bought these for and what we sold them for, and again, just how well these players banged. So I got Bibiani, we would have bought for 4.9k, sold for 7.2. Moreno we would have bought for, I think, 1.5k, sold for 4.5. This guy got for under 2k, sold for 3.5. This guy, yeah, that was a bit of an if, but that one we got for 4k, sold for 5.5. This guy got for 1.7, sold for 3.7. This guy got for 1.5, sold for 3. This guy got for, I think, 1.8k, sold for 4.9. This guy got for 1.5 or under, sold for 3.9. All these players right here would have got for about 1.2k and under, 1k and under for him. I got this guy for 4.9k and under. This guy for 1.5k and under. Don't think I got that guy too cheap. That guy for 3k and under. These two, I think we got him for 1k and under, and him probably 1.2k and under. But yeah, silver selling has been very, very good. Again, we've had very, very good luck with it. You're seeing that I'm consistently getting cards on. So we should hopefully be seeing about 400 or 500k even before selling our UCLs. And obviously, you've got quite a lot of money in UCLs we went and invested yesterday. I might pick up a few more today, but as I said, I want to keep myself a little bit liquid ready for 6 PM. So what you'll see is I've actually gone and changed the league, and that's because I was actually having such a mare with the character rate, because sometimes what happens is you'll search and you'll get to the 59th minute and it'll just automatically skip you to like an hour, and it'll be really awkward. But what we've got happening right here is basically working prime, because as I say, it wasn't working with the character rate. I was getting frustrated to say the least. So what we're doing is we jumped over the prem. So what you basically got to do, again, you're chilling on this 59th minute. If I scroll to the next page, I'm going to give it another 10 seconds just because, again, you have to allow there to be enough cards listed. So then if you scroll over, there isn't anything over an hour. And we've already got loads of good deals. I'll run you through a few deals. We've got Stone to 4k, selling for about 6k. We got ourselves a, what do we get? An Oxlade Chamberlain for 3.1k, goes for about 5k. And yeah, we're getting loads and loads of good deals. We got ourselves a Davies as well. So again, I'm just going to scroll through. Anyone's price I'm not sure of, but I know they're worth a little bit. I'm just going to compare price on them. Like Danilo earlier, so I'm for 2.8. I thought, hey, that's a really good deal. And then a Chet Footbin, and I was like, his going rate is actually 3k, so we're holding off. Juan Mata, so again, I'm not sure on Juan Mata's price. So I'm just going to go and compare price. In fact, probably, which is a little bit easier, is probably choosing Footbin, but we use it for the sake. So, at the moment, this one's 9.9k. I haven't really seen one cheaper than 12k, which isn't too shabby. I probably wouldn't, there you go. So we see right there for 10k, and he's not selling on. Probably see a fair few for 10k, so probably what I want to buy him at is probably going to be about 7, 8k, because we'll pretty comfortably be able to sell for 10k. Henderson, now again, I think this is personally cheap for Henderson of what I've seen, so probably use Footbin for this one because Henderson's a little bit lower rated, not that much lower. There's probably going to be a few more, so Henderson we can see is going for 7k, so 5.8 is okay. I might be able to flip a k on him. We're going to hold off right now because it's not really enough for how much you have to pay for the card. So again, we're just going to keep scrolling through them one by one, and go and get ourselves some deals. We've got a Naby Keita right there. Now, I'm not going to lie, I can't imagine that this Naby Keita actually isn't a deal. So again, we're just going to type this in quickly. Naby Keita, spell his name completely wrong. And Naby Keita, 8.6k we have right here. 9.3k, so this is where Footbin is your demise, because it's not going to show what prices. So again, we're just going to have to scroll to the 59th minute and see what he's going for. So as long as Naby Keita is like 11k or above, we're looking good. But there you go. Okay, 12k, so it might actually be a little bit cheaper than what I thought it was. Which isn't bad, because again, doing this is the whole process of learning prices. Again, a lot of you guys may ask me, like, how do you know prices? And it's generally like a trial and error sort of thing. Like, when you think there's a deal, don't just straight buy it, compare the price. And if that was a good deal and it's sold, well then in future knowledge, you now know to go buy that player. You know, so it was just a learning curve. I don't know these players, but after maybe, let's say, half an hour, I'll know 20, 30 players that commonly pop up, so I'll be able to get a lot more deals. So that's that. What we'll do is we will go and show you when we do manage to go and get a few deals. So to give you guys a little update with how the UCL buying has gone, we haven't really sold too many on because there isn't a mad demand for UCLs at the moment, so they're not being bought at an extremely fast rate. But nonetheless, well, we'll walk you through, I guess, some stuff where we bought and sold. So for Salky, you just told me sell for 3.9. I think we would have bought for about 2.5 or under. This guy got it for 3.5 or under. And what we're going to do, hey, and Zonzi we would have got for 3.8 or under. But what we're going to do right now is when a player is sold on, here's, I guess, another concept I'll talk you guys through. And it's maximising room on your transfer list at 6 PM. Now, the reason you want to maximise room on your transfers at 6 PM is because if they, let's say, drop an SBC and you buy 100 cards and you quickly need to sell stuff, you know, if you've got your transfers full up with 90 players, well, then you're screwed because you can only sell 10 or move 10 players to your transfers at a time, you're a little bit screwed. But, for example, again, if I send everything to the club and I have 50 spaces, well, then when I need to sell something, I can transfer it all onto the transfers and don't have to keep going into my unassigned to send it over. Another thing is, let's say, for example, the SBC they drop at 6 PM today needs a 1 year. Let's say they drop the premium UCL SBC and every single UCL skyrockets. But all my UCLs are on the market until, let's say, I don't know, 40 minutes after the SBC's been released. I can't take them off the market, but I've listed them up there. And because they're now demanded, let's say I have an Edabilito for 4K and he goes all the way up to 10K when the SBC's been released. Well, then I'm mugging myself off a coin. So there's two reasons why you never want to have stuff on your transfer list at 6 PM. So you never list stuff between the hours of 5 to 6 PM because, of course, they'll be on the market past 6 PM. And that's game one, so you can have more room when you need to rash sale stuff. Two is in case it goes up for 6 PM and you've already got it listed and you're a little bit screwed. Now, there is actually one thing going against this, and that is if you list up players who are commonly used for SBC to end at about 10 minutes past 6, you can actually sell them on buy nows a lot more than they go for because people will, let's say you go and do an SBC and they're like, alright, I need to go and buy a Grimaldo. And let's say you listed your Grimaldo to end 10 minutes after 6 PM, so when people are doing the SBCs, people will lazy buy your Grimaldo because it's ending soon and they can't be asked to find the fastest one. So there are a little bit of benefits, but I'd say definitely stay very clear of listing cards between 5 to 6 PM. And yeah, what we'll probably do is you'll probably see us at 6 PM because we've just been picking up some UCLs, nothing too mad. Haven't been able to show you too many of the deals as well because we are actually unassigned, which means all the deals are being thrown to the back, so I can't really show you. But put a few like Naby Keiters, I think we picked a Grimaldo, or sorry, a Gulam for like 1.6k earlier. But yeah, it's not been anything too mad, like a Fazio for 4, a Perotti for 2. But yeah, nothing too mad. But yeah, next thing you guys will see will be 6 PM. So, time to walk through what happened on 6 PM on Thursday. So, EA decided to drop a few SBCs. We had the likes of the Adjuri's Europa League sort of team of the tournament card. We had the likes of marquee matchups, of course, with 4 teams. And we had the likes of the foot swap. The first thing, which needed a Scottish team. So the first thing I saw was in the foot swap, they wanted a 77 rated team needing 1 Scottish player. So I picked up loads and loads and loads of Scottish players from the Prem. I picked these all up for about 1.5k. Which didn't do too shabby. And then you had the daily SBC as well for the team of tournament. And then that one you need an 80 rated team with 85 chemistry, needing 2 French players. Now, having the knowledge that there aren't too many high rated left backs from the Liga, and literally Kazawa and Mendy being the highest, I decided to pick up loads of Ferdinand, I think it's called, Mendy for about 1.5k or under, which again didn't do too shabby. But yeah, that's about all we picked up. We picked up Scottish players for the foot swap SBC, and we picked up some Ferdinand Mendy's, and actually picked up Chadley, the Belgium Monaco left mid, because he's the highest rated left mid from the league, other than Neymar. I wouldn't fancy using Neymar in the SBC. But yeah, those are the three deals we picked up. What we'll be able to do in a sec is show you how much we managed to sell them for. So, it gives you guys a little update what's happening. We're selling on our Scottish players, which we bought for the foot swap. And as soon as I need a few coins, I'm going to start selling the UCLs. I won't sell them yet because, of course, the supply is still very strong of them. So, as soon as I start needing some coins, is probably when I'll start selling the UCLs and moving on to silvers. At the moment, all coins are going to be going over to silvers. I'm going to buy them today and then sell them tomorrow morning, which will be, I guess, the morning you guys see this video. And the reason we're picking up so many silvers is because if I head over to Le Machi Mashups, there we go. You'll be able to see that the rewards right here, we got a silver rare pack, which has, of course, been 6 silver rares on. And then if we back out, it goes and gives us a rare Electrum pack, which as a result gives us another 6 rare silvers. As a result, we have 12 rare silvers being put on the market per person who does the old marquee matchups, which of course means loads of silvers used for League SBCs, which means tonight they should crash. Obviously, we know loads of people doing the League SBCs, so they should shoot back up tomorrow morning. And hopefully, that is where we'll be able to make our coins. And again, what we're doing is just basically picking up silvers, almost like it's the League SBC method, but you know, it's kind of like they're sitting on the market for said price. So there you go, this guy for 8k is actually perfect. I was waiting to sell him. So you should be able to sell for about 14 to 16k, so basically doubling our coins. So we're going to try and invest as much as possible tonight sell it all on tomorrow morning, and yeah, as I say, I'll show you some more silver deals we do manage to get. Just because actually, by the time you're watching this video, there's probably still going to be some good deals over on the market. Just all you got to do is make sure you get them via doing the silver method. So, give you guys a little update. UCLs, cheap UCLs are actually looking really good now. These Chadleys we bought for 1k just because he's the highest red left mid. But yeah, we'll walk you through a few of these other cards. The Davies we listed up for just where we bought them for covering tax. Fazio bought for 4, sold for 4.8. Edemolitos bought for under 2k, sold for 2.7. But a player that is doing really well, which we've just found an absolute goldmine in, is Odorio, this guy. So this guy we bought all for like 2k and under. This guy's already up to 4k. Like the cheap UCLs are doing really, really well, which is why I was in really no hurry to sell them, because the reason they're up is because of the daily SBC, where you need to use a 85 chemistry, 80 rating, and you get a 35k pack. It's going to be under relatively high demand. Now, it does mean I'm a little bit of a hurry to sell these, because it's only up for 22 hours, but the low-rated like wingbacks, which bought like the Gulam, the Hassaj, the Odorozola, that guy, yeah, they should do pretty well because of the high chemistry and the high rating. So, yeah, that's all looking good. Silvers-wise, we're getting an absolute ton of deals, which is why you consistently see my coin total get lower and lower because we're just putting so much money in them. Now, I'm not quite sure if we're able to access them at the moment because we're stuck behind loads and loads of UCL cards. But, let's see if we can scroll to the end there and show you some more. But as I said, we've got so many UCLs to sell on. Sadly, the Davies didn't do too amazingly, but luckily a lot of the other guys we did have done pretty well. There you go. There's an example. Tito right there for 1.7. Earlier today, I'm pretty sure he would have been about 3.5k. So a lot of these cards, you know, that's almost 2k on a silver. And yeah, it's looking really, really good. So what I'm doing is just, again, doing the silver method, but just the players are flooded. So I pick them all up now. I sell them all on tomorrow morning. And I say, that's basically where all the coins are going to go. So UCL sold on, silver's invested, and then sell the silver tomorrow. And then we'll have our final amount. Which, by the way, may I say, is actually going to look quite interesting because you guys should be, hopefully, pretty interested. So if I look at my friend's trans profit, which is how you can look at how much trans profit you have. Now, this is kind of how many coins you have, give or take. And obviously, we're on 1.7 million, which is insane because I took again about a 700k loss off the English players, if you remember from the weekly objectives. So it's actually looking kind of interesting. You know, as I say, UCLs are up. Hopefully silvers are up. It's looking very, very likely that we hit 2 million. And obviously you'll be able to see that later on in the video. So we're going to crack under with some silver investing. And yeah, we'll show you hopefully some deals I managed. So just give you a little update how the UCLs are going. So Gulams, which we would have bought probably for breaking even, are doing okay here. All the Orodozas we would have bought for about 2 to 2.5k are looking good. And the Odorechs we would have bought for under 1.5k are looking pretty good. And again, just a few more Edemolitos. So again, UCL's looking good. As you can see, we've obviously invested so many more coins into silvers. Pi, we're at 35k. So what we're probably going to do is a massive UCL sell-off. Just so again we can generate a few more coins and put a little bit more into the silvers. So to give you guys a little update, we're now fully listed, as in like we have basically our full champs list listed with silvers, and again we continue selling them on. So Fazio bought for 4, selling for 6.5. This guy we bought for about 3.9, so for 4.1. Edemolito again we bought under 2k. Now at the moment, as I say, we just got a full champs list of 92 players again, and we're just going through this right now. I guess I'll give you a little example. Just going through the leagues again, we have all the prices down just from doing the league SBC method. Basically what I'll do is I'll buy them. What I'd recommend you guys though is I'd recommend you guys to buy them and then hold on until Monday, because Sunday/Monday is normally the rebound day. And I'd say what I'll do is I'll buy them, hold on to them. I mean, I'm going to sell tomorrow morning because normally they should slightly rebound by tomorrow morning, and yeah, they should be good by then. But so I'm just going to go through them one by one, you know, looking for some cheap deals. Over to FC Nims, nothing interesting. Moving on to the right back. Now, the one thing about some of the players is some of the players are non-rare, and they actually only resupply rare players. So we're not really seeing every single player crash. We're only seeing obviously the rare silvers crash. So, for example, the left back of this team is non-rare, so there's no real reason for him to be dropping. Whereas the right mid's actually rare, so we might see some deals on him, or maybe the left mid. No, nothing right there. Kane goalkeeper. Kane goalkeeper's again non-rare, so the only really rare position on this team is actually the centre mid. So we can get him. No, nothing there then. That's like goal. Strikers from this team. No, we'll go all the way to Toulouse, because Toulouse is normally pretty good for examples. Left backs. Or is Toulouse going to mug me off? Toulouse is going to mug me off. But I'd say, you know, you just got to go for them one by one, trying to get yourself some good deals. So let's go bring this down into 2k, just so we can end off the league. Centre back. CDMs 1.2k, right mids, centre mids, left mids. Yeah, again, so there are no deals right there, but that's just a little idea what we're doing. We're doing just a silver method, trying to pick up some deals. I'll buy them now and then sell them tomorrow morning. So to go and give you guys a little update with stuff selling on, it's looking pretty decent. So we've got the likes of Judes, we would have bought for 4k, so for 5.9. Paulista we bought for 4, so for 6.5. These players aren't too amazing. The right backs, honestly, well, Hassaj is 1k more. Visaka's about 1k more. Davies are exactly what we bought them for. skip through them. Ularich's 1k more than bought for, got them for 1.5. Edemilito's got them for 2k and under. So they're not looking too bad. The Gobbies we would have bought for 5k and under. And Chadley we would have bought for, I think, about 750. So at the moment, again, just getting through selling these UCLs. Really we're on the whole, I guess, the last push of selling stuff, just to see how many coins are on, because we don't really have too long to go. So we're going to sell the UCLs, then we'll get underway selling probably the silvers in the morning, and then we'll see what our final total on the Xbox is. So it is the next morning, so what we are going to be doing is selling absolutely every single thing we have brought on. And what I basically do is I list out for whatever its buy now is, but with a open bid, which means it will, you know, sell no matter what it is. So you can see all these players right here. They've got an open bid of 700 coins, but their buy now is what they actually go for. And what I do is I list up every single thing in the club, the unassigned, and so on and so on. Now, it's not looking too bad. We're on 500k. Of course, we've got a full transfer list right here, including a few 10k plus players. We had, what's called Pjanic back there is like a bit of money. But yeah, so what we're doing is we're just going to list these all up with open bids. I'm trying not to clutter the market too many. Like, I'm not trying to list up like 50 Davies with an open bid, because that'd be pretty ugly. And, you know, just going down in price, which isn't ideal. But, yeah, so we're just going to be going through the club, the transfer list, and obviously the unassigned one by one, selling them on. And as I say, we'll keep you up to date with how much money we managed to make. So we haven't really hit like a milestone, because normally I'd show you how much I've made every 500k. But I just want to highlight how dead of a console Xbox is. So what I'm doing, as I said, is I'm listing everyone with a minimum buy now, or a minimum bid. Pjanic is an 87 rated card, okay? The cheapest 87 rated card on FIFA can't be much less than 25k. My Pjanic has just sold for a bid of 7.6k on an open bid. Again, I'm listing them all on open bid because obviously it's the last day, so I just need to sell it for them. But god damn it, Xbox, you are such a dead console. Like, I can't believe it. I actually can't believe that he's just sold for 7.6k. I generally can't believe how dead this console is. Like, I mean, hey, maybe the money was all on bidding on UCLs, but oh my. And I say, I do think this is the result of literally there being no one like I can't believe he's honestly sold for that, but was sold for so little. Gundogan, look, there you go, a little bit better, 21k. Kolarov, a little bit better, 10k, but I generally can't believe my 87 Pjanic has just ended for 7.6k. Like, it's not like we're the last few days of FIFA. We're still like 5 months of FIFA. Like, there's still, I can't believe it. But there you go, just a little update. We're on 800k. We still got loads of stuff. We're still 50 on the other side. Still probably got like 100 odd in the club. So still cracking away with selling stuff on. So yeah, still, I don't know. It's not looking too bad, even though my 87s are going for about 25k less than what I bought them. Not through that actual market price. So just give you guys a little update how it's looking. We're obviously past that 1 million mark, almost onto 1.1 million. Let's see if we yeah, getting close to that. Of course, we are getting through all of our UCLs right here, so that's looking all good. Got a few Scottish players, got a bunch of silvers, which are quite nice because they're selling for their going rate, which means they're not, apart from this guy, ending up for 1.3k, even though his normal going rate is 4k. But as I say, what I'm finding a massive thing on Xbox compared to PlayStation is I'm getting a lot of cards that just aren't selling on. You know, like, there's way less people on the console, way less people doing League SBCs, so I'm having way more cards still for low open bids. So the one thing I'd say is, like, probably never open bid anything on Xbox. I've had UCL Savic's going for 2.8k, UCL Bauman's going for 2.1, of course the Pjanic is 7.6, so it's not looking bad. We're on about 1.1 million, we've got 7 things in our unassigned and the club 145, so it's not looking too bad. Are we going to be hitting that 2 million mark? No, but it's probably going to be another one that's quite close to it, which again is not too shabby because obviously, even I guess if we hit like 1617, it shows that you really can trade on Xbox. Now, I understand it has been a few extra days, but we took like a 600-700k loss on English players, so I would definitely say they outweigh each other. But yeah, so it's looking good. I'd honestly at the moment probably predict I'm going to be selling about 1.6 million, which again, in 1 week or 10 days, what I get for it has been, you know, it's still pretty decent. So yeah, we're going to get out carrying with selling them on, and we'll probably see you guys when we sold, well, probably half the players, and then we'll obviously finish off with the last half. So we're underway with the last listing on this account, and it's not looking too bad at the moment. We're at about 1.4 million. We've of course sold on a bunch of UCLs and a bunch of silvers. We'll show you what we got listed up right here because again, this is the last bunch of players to sell on, and then we'll get our final coins. Honestly, shouting out about probably 1.6, 1.7 million. Not too bad. I think that is going to be what we are going to end up with by the looks of things. But there you go. That's just what we got selling on. Still got maybe a few consumables in the club to sell on, but nothing too mad. But yeah, the next thing you'll see will be the total. And I'll give I guess a little overview of the whole Road to Glory over on Xbox. So the last of the players have sold on. Now, I would have them here, but I've actually just recorded this. But the bike decided to cut it halfway through. But yeah, so you just have to do without the aesthetic of the players selling on. So, the Xbox Road to Glory ending on 1.492 million. not bad. Not obviously amazing, you know. That's 3 out of 3 Road to Glories I've now failed, which is brilliant. But nonetheless, I like setting a high goal, not for the sake of clickbait reasons, for the sake of, if I set 1 million, well then I'm going to pretty half-arse the whole Road to Glory. But if I set something unachievable as such, obviously I have to work a lot more hours. Now, of course, it's not been that bad. You know, we made 1.9 million, just over 1.9 million, you know, of the 2 million. We made, I think it was like 650k of the 1 million, and now we've made 1.5 million of the 2 million. And in the end of the day, these Road to Glories, especially this Xbox one, was to show a lot of you guys who wonder, Dan, does these certain methods work on Xbox? Well, yeah, they do. You know, 1.0 to 1.5 million in, you know, 7 days, 10 days, whatever, is not too bad. You know, it shows you can trade on there. Now, there are a few things I would like to say about Xbox which differs to PlayStation. First one being you have to be a lot more patient. And trust me, you guys on PC, you better be Mother Teresa, is all I'm saying. So, the reason you have to be way more patient is because there are less people doing League SBCs, which means there's less people buying your silvers, there's less people buying your UCLs and whatever, which means you have to be patient and wait longer on them, because there's less people buying them. Now, there are benefits due to less people buying stuff, and there being less people in the market, but that's the first thing, is a lot more patience, because that's how the methods work. You know, I've picked up silver deals, I've picked up UCL deals, I've picked up, you know, gold deals, rash investing, but you should have a lot more patience. But there is one benefit to there not being as much on the market, and that is glitches work. So there's this weird glitch at the moment that can really easily spam you to the 59th minute, which is this. Now, there are a lot more cards on the market, but it is a glitch where there are so little cards on Xbox that it'll glitch you a bunch of the pages. You can't do this on PlayStation because there's just generally too many players. And as a result, gives you quite a lot of nice 59th minute deals, which is all good. So, yeah, that's that. I mean, I'd say, so it takes a lot of patience. Harder to invest at 6 PM because, especially if I'm streaming and people are buying what I'm buying, there's like, what, 1/6 of the players there on PlayStation, so obviously, you know, stuff rises a lot faster when SBCs are dropped, so there's a lot, I guess, a lot less of an opportunity, but players do rise more, which is quite nice. And I think that's about all she wrote, you know. That's like, there's, you know, our players drop slower as well, which is nice. Like, the English players drop way slower on Xbox than PlayStation, which was nice. And yeah, so that's about it. You know, Xbox trading, definitely something you can do. Arguably, I wouldn't say there's that much of a difference to PlayStation. I'd say you can probably do the same on Xbox and PlayStation. And yeah, so that's that for this Road to Glory. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. What we are going to crack underway is going to be the next Road to Glory. Now, the next Road to Glory, you're not going to see an episode tomorrow because I'm going to give it 1 day between today and tomorrow. Mainly because it's already 3 PM, and if I start the Road to Glory and I'm going out for dinner tonight, there's just not going to be enough time. So, you won't see the Road to Glory tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll have another video. Maybe they'll drop some sort of SBC with today's Friday promo, and we'll have a little bit of content off the back of that. But yeah, so Saturday, I think, is the day you'll be able to get... Saturday? No, Sunday is the day you'll get the first episode of the Road to Glory. Saturday is the first day it'll be streamed, so make sure to check out the Twitch. And the new Road to Glory is going to be 0 to 2 million in 7 days without any trading. Because if I can't get 0 to 7 million with trading, how about we try without it? Now, of course, this intends that I don't buy and sell players. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing bronze spam method and SBCs and losing the will to live. Because it's going to be a lot. It's going to be 8 hours a day of bronze packs and league SBCs. It's going to be painful. Now, I can buy players for SBCs. I just can't buy players to then go and sell them on. Because that's trading. And the reason we're doing this is because obviously I stream quite a lot. And I get a lot of you guys going, does the BPM method work? Does this new league SBC method work? So, what we're going to be doing, and my answer to this normally is, it works, but it's probably as 1/3 as the effectiveness of trading. So theoretically, we should only make 500k in a week now. I bat myself making way more because the SBCs are pretty profitable. So again, what it's going to be doing is a lot of bronze spam method and SBCs, they drop. No rash investing. I did give you the option if you wanted rash investing, but you guys didn't. Hey, I personally would have probably enjoyed doing it, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't mind doing this. And, yeah, so that's going to be the plan of action for next week. 0 to 2 million in 7 days. So far, the console's not decided. It's looking like it's probably going to be PlayStation, though, via the poll. Maybe I'll drop the poll down below. And yeah, that's all she wrote. So that should be pretty interesting. Road to Glory. As I say, I'll be back with that one, though. You know, no stops halfway through or anything like that. So thank you very much for being patient with that, by the way. I do apologise about the 3-4 day stop. It definitely isn't something really I planned on doing, but I guess it comes in hand with me taking days off and such. But thank you very much for watching this Road to Glory and sticking with it if you have. And yeah, I shall see you guys in 2 days' time for the brand new Road to Glory over on the YouTubes. And as I say, hopefully some filler content. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I shall see you guys in 2 days' time or 1 day time, depending what content we get tonight.